Think life coaching for kids is just another version of therapy or teaching? Think again. In this YouTube video, I'm going to be busting 3 huge myths around life coaching kids and showing you why it's the future, not only for helping kids make that transition, but for you to create a thriving career. Hey, my name is Dale, International Confidence Coach for Kids, but once upon a time, 10 years ago, I used to be a teacher of 12 years teaching science and PE, and now I am coaching kids around the world, absolutely loving it. As well as that, I'm actually helping a select few group of teachers understand how to make that transition, especially if they're fed up, from the classroom to life coach for kids so they can earn more time in their life, spend more time with their family, enjoy a thriving career, and earn more money and make more impact in their life. Myth number 1, you need an accreditation or a qualification to get started. This is an absolute myth. Did you know that life coaching was completely unregulated, which is great because you actually have the freedom to create your own content without going through the red tape of school or Ofsted. You can just go and deliver some absolutely amazing techniques that are based around what you love to do. For example, it could just be equine. Combine that with mindset coaching. And do you know what's crazy? I've been doing this for 10 years. I have not had a parent ask to see my qualifications or my accreditation to deliver an amazing program, not only for kids, but for their families as well. Parents don't ask for diplomas, they ask for results. And that's exactly what I deliver. There's actually a massive financial advantage with life coaching too, because other therapies not only take years to complete, but they take a lot of pennies out of your bank account. And you have to go through vigorous checks as well, which, by the way, I understand is very useful, and you're keeping that high quality, but a lot of it is just red tape, pencil pushing, and completely irrelevant. Life coaching actually allows you to begin faster and make that impact a lot more quicker than what you would do if you're going through therapy at university. And by the way, how much does university cost these days? 9.5K times 3, sometimes by 4. If you can help a child overcome anxiety, reduce stress, and grow in confidence whilst at school and at home, parents will invest not only time, but money as well to see that result flourish, as opposed to looking for a degree. Little caveat to that, I've got a coaching agency and all of my practices are CPD accredited because I just wanted to have that validity moving forward. Coaching is a completely different approach. Counselling is very problem focused, and 9 times out of 10, counsellors just tend to sit in a room and talk at the young person. Again, therapy can be like this as well, where they just sit in a room where the psychotherapist sits behind them and draws pretty pictures, child's lying on the couch or playing with toys or whatever it might be, and they're talking about their problems. And teaching, well, you know what teaching's like. They just focus on the teaching and the academics and more often than not the subjects of which they're never ever going to use in their life. Who needs Pythagoras' theorem? Whereas coaching helps children set goals, grow in confidence, and have particular targets to hit, which will make them increase their self-worth, self-esteem, make them feel really good about themselves, which is obviously going to escalate their self-efficacy moving forward, which also gives them an underpinning mindset of, hey, if I did that, I can achieve that. Therapists charge anywhere between £50 to £80 an hour, whereas life coaching for kids charges anywhere between £60 to £250 an hour, depending on where you are in the world and depending on how much experience you've got. And also there's more flexibility with life coaching kids. There's no clinical hours. You can do it whenever you wanted to. You can do it more remotely as well as actually in person. You can actually use it to speak on school stages. You can go and do workshops in schools as well. It's a lot more versatile and a lot more fun because you get to put your stamp on it, as opposed to clinical psychology or counselling where they've got to go through a particular set routine, more red tape, which is effectively what teachers are moving away from. So as a life coach for kids, you don't fix problems, you empower children to think for themselves, become independent, and actually be problem solution focused, so they get to do it themselves and you're not going to be with them for the entirety of their life and neither their parents, so they become self-sufficient. Myth number 3, parents won't pay for life coaching. First of all, parents will invest whatever matters most to their child's future and happiness. I've seen this firsthand for the past 10 or 11 years. And let's face it, the reality is parents already spend how much money on clubs, how much money on tutors. How much are tutors these days? Anywhere between £30 to £50 an hour. And that tutor is only setting up a child for 2 hours of their life for a particular little exam where they've got to make some marks on a piece of paper so they can get another piece of paper with marks on to say they've qualified in understanding maths or English or science or whatever it might be. Whereas life coaching for kids sets them up for the rest of their life. There's a lady in the program called Debbie who's amazing. She's actually combined maths with mindset. She calls it mental maths, and she's doing absolutely amazing. So she is actually helping, she's tutoring as well, but she's actually doing the mindset around it as well. So she's not only going to be helping out a child with maths, she's going to be helping out a child have the anti-anxiety techniques and the growth in confidence to go into an exam, do the best they possibly can without suffering any stress or wobbles or worry. And that's effectively going to dribble into other exams in their life, but also it will dribble into their future. For example, when they're going for an interview or if they're asking somebody out on a date, a lot more effective than helping somebody for just 2 hours of their life. Also, parents probably invest in sports coaches, which charge anywhere between £30 to £80 an hour. Also, extracurricular activities as well, where it's sometimes hundreds of pounds a month to get your child into a particular school club. So if parents are spending money on that, they're definitely going to be spending money on helping their young person grow through anxiety and become more confident, especially if it's affecting their life. But why is coaching a better financial option in this case? Well, therapists have to wait for referrals. Coaches don't. Therapists are tied to regulations, autonomy, and certain insurances. Life coaches don't. And also, life coaches aren't tied to the particular boring set regime. They can do whatever they want to. They're more scalable. They can work one-to-one with individuals. They can obviously increase their prices as they want to go forward. They can work with group work. They can work with workshops in schools. They can speak on school stages. They can write a book. This amazing person just here, her name is Priyanka. She joined my program over a year ago. And I remember telling her that she would be absolutely incredible at writing a book, and she did, and it's just here. Check it out. It's actually on Amazon right now, and she actually got interviewed on BBC. How cool is that? Because her story is incredible. Also, life coaches can actually create online courses, so they can actually create a product, record themselves, pop it onto a software on the computer, then put it out to the ether and charge anywhere between £97 all the way through to £4,000, and other people and parents and children will see that. And if they want to purchase the project, that's fantastic, because a teacher, or now a coach, will be doing whatever they want to do whilst earning money in the background. And obviously, Priyanka's making book sales, so she's doing absolutely amazing. So much more freedom. So let's recap. We do not need to have a certification to become a life coach for kids. Coaching is not the same as teaching or therapy, and parents do invest in their children, the ones that actually see an importance in their child's happiness and future. And to be fair, these are the best type of parents you want to be working with, because there's no problems. But why is coaching the future? Well, it's more flexible than therapy, more impact and results compared to teaching, and a heck of a lot more financial potency than both. So there you have it. Don't let the schoolyard myths scare you from taking action in your own life, especially if you are a teacher that's completely snowed under with pointless, unnecessary admin work. You're working for free over the weekends and missing out on family growth time. And also, you do realise that you're only contracted anywhere between 25 to 34.5 hours a week. So if you're doing anything over that, you're working for free. You wouldn't jump in a taxi and say, hey, can you take me to London? I haven't got any money. Do it for free. What do you think they'll say to you? So why are teachers mugs for? And actually just accept it and roll over like little puppy dogs. It's a shame. They shouldn't do it. But SLT, the consortium, the government, the education system will continue to get the life source from teachers, because teachers are so susceptible, and just roll over and just say, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir, which is a huge shame. If you're watching this and you've been a little bit inspired, then feel free to subscribe, like, or just comment directly on here, and I'm more than happy to send you a free course which actually tells you how to make that transition from classroom to coach. In the meantime, carry on being the backbone of our society. You don't have to put up with the garbage that the education system's putting on you. And no is a full sentence. You don't need to explain yourself. Hey, can you just do this extra work for me? Can you do these reports for me? No, thank you very much. Keep being amazing. I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.